Welcome, everybody, to episode 4 of the Core Values podcast. Before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick apology for missing last week. We had some technical difficulties come up, but we're back. So I'm your host, Christopher Erb.
And I'm Chris Honesto. Let's roll that intro.
So the question is, what are your core values?
All right, everybody. So welcome to episode 4 of the Core Values podcast. We tried to record this intro about 4 times, so we were having a hard time being silent and not giggling during the intro because we have to be quiet for that. So anyway, what's our first topic today, Chris?
Man, okay, so the first thing I want to get out of the way, bro, is Falling in Reverse, Ronnie Radke, and everything that's kind of been going on with him this week. We have a like a 1 hour or so like watch party before every episode, and yeah, the look on this dude's face, like the best way for anybody who has it, if you're living under a rock and you haven't seen Falling in Reverse's new music video yet, it's literally a epic rap battles in time.
It's like it was like Ronnie Radke versus Ronnie Radke.
Yeah,
Like, oh my god, that shit was the most insane video I've ever seen.
It's like if you gave epic rap battles $100 million budget for a fucking music video.
They said,
dude.
all right, you get the whole Disney team for one epic rap battle. And
Dude, I lost it when you were just sitting there just looking at it wide-eyed and like, dude, this dude's ego.
dude, I could never bring myself to do that. Like, I know he's a lot more eccentric of a guy than I am, but holy shit. That video's hilarious, and I'm gonna watch it like 500 more times.
Yeah,
So,
the ego that guy has, he's literally the Kanye of like this scene.
oh, it's fucking awesome, dude. And now
Um,
he's beefing with Franz.
yes, dude. I mean, literally, it was bound to happen. The two dudes are like the two, like, arguably the most toxic fucking guys in our scene.
For sure.
And yeah, it all happened for. He called them out on the boat cruise.
Shiprock.
Yeah, Shiprocked. He called them out, and then
I thought that was
Franz.
going to be a conspiracy to kill the emos, but it didn't work. Nobody died. Thought they were to drown everybody.
Oh my god! But yeah, he called them out, and apparently they like saw each other like face to face, and Ronnie told Chris something, and Chris was like, "No, this never happened. Like, what are you like? You know what I mean?" And so now it's making its whole ordeal. But yeah, super toxic. And if you're in high school and you're like 16 years old watching this podcast, I'm sure you love it. But I'm just kind of like.
Yeah.
I feel like Ronnie Radke's whole like marketing perspective is as soon as monthly listeners start dropping, it's like, who are we gonna beef with next?
Yeah, and band beef's only cool sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, Woe Is Me Issues band beef was
Classic
like,
band beef.
That's like the renaissance of band beef.
Yeah, classic.
And fucking Bad Omens versus Senses Fail, dude. Bad Omens, they won.
Oh, I
dude.
forgot about
They
all
won
for
so
a
hard.
fucking what was it?
Tour poster shit.
Their
They
name
wanted
was
the
too
name bigger,
small.
yeah.
That's so crazy.
Well, apparently there's some more
Good-
than that, but yeah.
yeah, I was gonna
Bad
say-
Omens won for sure.
Good on them though. They were like, you know what? Fuck that. Like
Yeah,
you're not gonna
dude.
put our
We're famous.
any other band would be like, no, like.
That's
But we're
wild,
gonna
dude.
make it happen. But anywho, yeah. So that's kind of like what's going on as far as like shit you need to see in the scene. Because geez,
Yeah,
if
just
you
go watch that video. It's so
Dude.
fucking awesome.
literally watch it and do yourself a favor and like record yourself while you're watching it, so you can be like,
Yeah, make that a TikTok, guys. 'Cause it's crazy. Honestly, like, maybe this was the whole marketing tactic behind it. Because I'm gonna watch that video like 5,000 times.
it's a Marvel
It's
movie.
so
Yeah, like
fucking hilarious, dude. It is some of the funniest shit. And whenever he compared it to an epic rap battle, I lost my fucking shit. That is exactly what it is. It's just Ronnie versus Ronnie. Like,
ugh.
oh yeah, definitely check that out. That's fucking hilarious. But
So yeah, in other releases though, we have of course we tried to cover this one last week, but we have Currents.
yeah,
And man, dude,
Remember Me.
it's an insane track. Me personally though, one thing that like I feel like we've talked about it a lot as well is the mix on this new batch of singles they're releasing.
it just doesn't feel very powerful.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just feel like God, man, their last album was incredible, and I
Yeah.
feel like with every album they get better. And for some reason, like with this one, it feels like the mix to me is just kind of like just feels awkward.
Yeah, it
don't
doesn't
know.
feel like there's much power behind it to me. It's lacking a lot in low end. I don't know. It's to me, it's just such a step down from the previous stuff that it makes it hard to listen to, which sucks because the songs are really good.
Yeah.
I'm just not into the mix. When we listen to it on the real loud big speakers, it sounds better. But like when
Yeah.
I'm listening in my car or on my headphones, it doesn't sound very good.
But you know, that's just us being
But we love
sticklers or whatever.
currents.
But
Go donate money.
man, my favorite release, and I feel like this is the band to look out for this year, and
This
what'll
is the best song to come out in
Yeah.
2023 so far.
and contender for potential like album of the year for me too, man. Is Invent Animate.
Dude. They get better
Jeez,
all the
man.
time.
Oh, their recent single is absolutely phenomenal. The video too, man. Honestly, love the video. I just hate that it had like the break in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about like me in videos where I'm just like, if
Uh,
it's a music video, I just kind of see music videos as like demonstrations of like the band's energy and
Yeah.
like what to expect from them live and stuff. And I'm all for like the storyline, but like whenever you pause for like a whole like minute and a half in a music video,
for some bad acting, that's also bad. But I agree. Why put a break in the song? I don't. That trend kind of started happening at some point. I
Yeah.
think the first band I remember seeing it with was Dealer, and I was just like, no, dude, please no.
Yeah.
I want to hear the song.
But yeah, no, that song in general, man, that's definitely the band to look out for. It's been like on repeat, man. Before you got here, I was jamming it like
Yeah.
constantly for like 20 minutes just on repeat, man. It's so good. And then another band that we've mentioned a few times too. This is a more of kind of an undiscovered band. They're called Fauna.
Yeah, dude, their production's crazy. Like they sound good. They're in super low tuning. I love their
Yeah.
like they play the Jazzmaster guitars. I think.
Yeah, the Jazzmaster,
Yeah.
the baritones.
Yeah,
But
dude, they're so good.
man, I want to know what tuning they play in, bro. It is so low. Like it sounds
I
like
bet
even
it's
lower than like
C1 maybe.
Reflections.
Like,
Yeah.
it's super low. It's definitely yeah. Like I bet their bassist plays an octave higher than going as low as the guitarist because that would be fucking scary.
And then so another release that is God, Slipknot,
Okay.
bro.
This is a metalcore.
But still, everyone knows who Slipknot is. If you do yourself a favor and go listen to their single they just dropped, it like if you were kind of getting tired of Slipknot, I feel like this is the one that's just kind of like
Getting
like
tired of Slipknot.
super
I'm tired of
like
Slipknot.
yeah, like super dad rocky. I don't know. That one's just kind of super weird to me. But no, yeah, nothing this week has beaten Invent Animate.
Yeah, no, nothing this year has beaten Vid Animate for
Yeah.
me. Thank God Sleep Token didn't drop a song. This,
Surprise, surprise.
the
Everyone
best
thought
shit
they were
ever.
going to.
dude, I was
Um,
so happy.
Yeah, man, they're still growing in monthly listeners too, man. Let
Where
me.
they at right now?
I'm not sure, man.
They're going crazy, dude.
But yeah, so Sleep Token is popping off right now. Of course, Bad Omens is popping off. A band that we talked about last time too is called Catch Your Breath. Those guys are freaking awesome. Go check them out. They signed at Thriller Records. They're popping off right now.
They're 1.7 million.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that was from like last week, man. They have the past couple of weeks they have gained nearly 1 million listeners each week.
That's crazy.
Absolutely insane. So yeah, but with all these bands, of course, you don't hear like standard like the standard like metalcore sound. Obviously, it's more like Octane friendly
Which is
and whatnot as
I'm
well.
into
but-
that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, Octane slut.
I just feel like a lot of people on the scene kind of like see that and they're like, oh, they're like selling out or they're welcoming people who aren't like used to like this type of metalcore, and like stuff like that. The 2023 is the year of gatekeeping for metalcore. It was
Dude,
always a toxic
our
thing.
Fucking genre's about to get gentrified. Bro.
Yeah, it was always a toxic thing for the deathcore community, and now I feel like the metalcore community is getting it the worst.
Yeah, I mean, metalcore do be fucking. I don't blame everybody.
Yeah.
Trying to get my release radar so we can see some of the stuff that came up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Did Notions release?
Yeah, they dropped a little. It's another rap song.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, if you know Notions, you know they're a 50-50 band, so they
drop
do
a song every day. It's crazy.
Yeah, some of it's rap, some of it's core, and their core shit is really, really good. Their rap stuff's good too, but it's a core podcast, so.
Anybody care about Atreyu?
Oh yeah, Trey, who just
I didn't
dropped.
listen to that.
Jeez Louise. And then of course,
Angel
yeah,
Maker.
Angel Maker as well. Can we talk about that artwork?
Job for a Cowboy as fuck. I
Yeah.
got confused when you sent it to me because I thought it was literally a Job for a Cowboy.
Yeah, and then so I like looked and I tried to like scour and see if there was like some like thing between them, and there was like a reason they did that. And
I don't know.
yeah,
dude.
but it's Job for a Cowboy's album art with the table in front.
So they don't like have any of like the same members from different times or anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I
The
tried to look
fuck?
into it, and no, I think that's just straight up just released it like that.
What the heck?
Yeah. Escape the fate, bro.
Man. Savage
Um,
Hands dropped, and they're usually pretty good. I haven't heard this one yet, but
yeah, Savage Hands is really good too. Oh, I forgot the Ocean's 8 Alaska. The instrumental's out now too. So if you're a musician, go jam that shit.
yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a pretty slow release week. The
Mhm.
Everghost was all right.
And then
We listened to that, right?
Yeah. We listened to Everghost. And I'm trying to think of who else, man.
Enterprise
No.
Earth, but
Yeah.
I don't listen to a ton of deathcore past like Brand of Sacrifice and Darko.
Same.
So it's not really my thing. But yeah, they're pretty. I mean, they have a great live presence. I saw them live once.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Cool. Man, some of my like favorite. I don't know. I wish I could see Fit for an Autopsy live, man. I've heard their shows are
Yeah, I would like
fucking insane.
to. Yeah, for sure. Joe Bad's amazing.
He's bad.
Man,
Emory Heights.
I feel that name sounded familiar. But they don't have any monthly listeners, so I doubt I've heard them.
Yeah, well, we'll peep that and then we'll see.
But yeah, I don't know. It was a slow release week. The really only thing that was going on is fucking Ronnie and Franz, which honestly, overshadowing all that bullshit, that video is the best thing I've ever seen in my fucking
We're
life,
just
dude.
going full circle back around.
I'm sorry,
guys.
I can't
No,
fucking help it.
seriously though,
That
go.
video is insane.
Jeez, man, like it's like production to the max. You can watch any like Marvel movie or like just you can watch Avatar and you can be like, okay, they took that director and this is what we
Yeah,
did with this fucking music
it's
video.
Wild.
Absolutely fucking
Wow, look at that.
ridiculous.
Oh, look at
But yeah, guys, that's really kind of it right now. There wasn't like a lot that went on in the scene. Regardless of there was really big things that went on, but as far as like anything else around it, that was really it. I mean, Currents dropped a freaking amazing song.
that.
And yeah, we've got, of course, Slipknot dropping trash, in my opinion,
Yeah.
and Van Animate dropping the best song of the year.
Yeah, they really did. It's super good.
Um,
Also, I'll admit that I was sick this week, so I didn't do my research on the scene as much as I should to get prepared for this podcast. So we really kind of only
yeah,
saw
no.
the things that stuck out.
Yeah, we're always gonna keep it real. We're not gonna sit here and try to forward like if we're we scour the scene. We constantly search for new bands. That's one thing I want to talk about though is if somebody's watching this podcast, they're probably obviously doing it because it's more niche. We talk about smaller bands as well.
Yeah.
How someone goes about finding new bands that are like good and not just like spammed across like a Facebook feed.
Yeah.
So like one thing I did like because there always used to be there was a website called Kingdom Links.
Oh man.
And that was always like
that's
the
how I found
best place to
everything.
go.
Yeah.
But now, dude, there's so many like other resources. Like, of course, you can follow like Release Radar. There's a ton of like Spotify playlists, like New Blood, and like New Core and stuff like that. That have maybe like 20, 30,000 followers. But the bands they feature on these playlists are absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, definitely go follow playlists like that. YouTube channels. One thing is like Dreambound. A lot of people think Dreambound is a record label. Dreambound is not a record label. It's a promotional channel, and they'll only accept something if they think, hey, yeah, people would love this. And that's usually where scouts from record labels go and find their bands from channels like Dreambound, like Caliber TV, BV TV. What's another one like Slam Worldwide?
Yeah, I look
like
at
stuff
Reddit
like that
a
as
lot
well.
for finding new bands.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Reddit is for like us who are like super sweaty about it though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, there's definitely like the metalcore Reddit. There's tons of smaller bands that I've found. Like
I just go down YouTube rabbit holes too.
I was about to say, yeah, I think those main channels I went over on YouTube is definitely a good way to do it. And
Yeah,
let me
for
give a
sure.
shout out to the boy Alan Harrington on Twitter, man. So
Yeah, Twitter's I definitely find a ton.
yeah,
of
if
things.
you guys have Twitter and you like metalcore and you're listening to this podcast and you haven't heard of Alan Harrington,
Go follow him on Twitter.
dude, yeah, literally he knows you could be a band that has like 100 monthly listeners, and if you drop something, somehow like 20 minutes later he'll post a tweet, hey, here's this band. And every Friday he does like New Release Friday, which is amazing. And those are resources that we come to on this podcast as well to find new bands like this, like Gut Fauna.
Yeah.
I found Gut Fauna through a release channel, which yeah, and those guys are freaking amazing now. But yeah, sorry, not a whole lot has gone on in the scene this week, guys. That's kind of it. Go check out the new Ronnie Radke video. Go
Yeah.
if you have TikTok,
Please.
yeah, go check out their beef. They're literally making like 10 videos a day of each other. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
And
it's so cringe.
yeah, go check out the new Currents. Of course, that album this year or EP or whatever they have planned to release. Are they? It's an album, right? I think they've already announced it.
For who?
Currents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an album, yeah.
So yeah, go check that out. Go ahead and stay in line with those two bands because Currents is kind of big now, and Animate is kind of big now. There were smaller bands in the scene a few years ago, but I feel like these two bands are definitely going to be kind of the new heavyweights for metalcore in the
Animate is
next.
so fucking good.
Dude, man, and they
Listen to it after the
so
podcast is over.
well, Aviana, that's
Their old vocalist.
yeah, their old vocalist, man,
No
and that
one-
guy was
I really
insane.
loved old Avion. I haven't heard much of their recent stuff, but
It's honestly really good
I
too. It's definitely a change now that they have a new vocalist, but man, Aviana is definitely an underrated band that is freaking awesome too that you guys should check out. But yeah, as always, if y'all have something that you think would be featured in the podcast and you know that we would enjoy, send it our way. Leave a message in the comments on all of our socials. Go follow us at Core Values Podcast as well. And yeah, guys, we will see you next week. Take it easy.